Hi, this is Amanda from Tiki Bar Soap, and today I will be doing my 7 Deadly Sins video, or the 7 Deadly Sins of wet shaving. So the first that I would start out with is sloth, which is like laziness or just the inability to really do any type of physical work. So I don't know, like I'm not really lazy with wet shaving. I shave pretty much daily, and I don't think that anything that I have or do really corresponds to sloth. I'm very very active, so I don't really sit around very frequently. I'm always up doing something. So the second is greed, which is like desire for material gain. I guess I'm like greedy about acquiring soaps because I have quite a few. So I have one from Cold River Soap Works, one from Razor and Brush, made by Chris Cullen of Katie's Bubbles, Barrister and Man, and I brought one from Soap Commander upstairs. I'm doing the video upstairs because everyone's downstairs watching TV, so I wanted to have a quiet spot to be able to actually talk and have you be able to hear me. So, but I have way more soap than that. I just brought what I could carry up the stairs in one hand. So, definitely greed for me is soap acquisition disorder. Anger, which is like manifested in fury, I guess, just being mad all the time. Nothing with wet shaving really makes me angry. I mean, I'm not really a very angry person to begin with. I'm pretty calm most of the time, but I can't really think of anything that makes me angry about shaving. It's actually really relaxing. So the next one is lust, which is typically like, I guess, physical pleasure, but for the sake of wet shaving, I guess it's just like lusting after a product, like wanting to acquire something or desiring to acquire something. So I guess in this instance, I have been wanting to purchase a straight razor for probably 6 months, and I've been looking and kind of like deciding what do I want to get, and I finally settled on one from Val at Straight Razor Designs. I'm sorry, at the Gentleman's Den, and he showed me pictures of it and everything, and it's blue. I'm really excited about it. It's very pretty, but that's definitely something that I've been wanting for a while. That is a big ticket purchase, and I finally just decided this is my birthday month, so that's what I'm giving myself. I guess the next one is gluttony, which is like the desire to consume, and for me, because I love tea and coffee, Earl Grey is my favorite tea, so anything that has bergamot in it is like just to die for. So like this Katie's Bubbles bergamot with black pepper, I love that scent. Also the Cold River Soap Works, the bergamot and bay. When this came in, I seriously sniffed it for like 10 minutes. It smells so good because it smells just like Earl Grey tea, and that is definitely something that I can consume too much of, which is gluttony. So envy is like, I guess, desiring one thing over the other, like wanting someone else's things more than you should. And so I'm not really envious of what others have. I mean, I'm pretty happy with my material possessions. You know, I think envy is a bad trait. But I guess for the purpose of this video, I'll just talk about these two brushes. Like this brush could be envious of this brush, but they're both very good brushes. And I guess this could also be related back to, you know, like spending a lot of money, which I guess could be like greed, or I guess could be gluttony too, or lust if you're lusting after a bunch of expensive products. But this brush was one of the first brushes that I ever purchased. I've had it for about 2 years. It's a synthetic brush, and it was like $4. It has held up great. I love it. It works just as well as any other brush that I have. But I also have 2 custom brushes from Pav Brushworks, and I really like his designs. I only use synthetic brushes. I just prefer those, and he does really great work. You can see how shiny and pretty this is. So definitely, like, you know, you could be envious of others' stuff if you wanted, and that's not really good. But if you are starting out on a budget, something like this $4 brush, which is what I originally purchased, will be really good for you to start with. So you don't need like a $100 brush to start out with. You just, you know, you need something that works. And I think like whenever you're testing out the brush, you need to make sure that it doesn't shed, because a lot of the cheaper brushes shed. So you can just pick it up and do this. And if you can't pick any of the hairs out, then you're good to go. I guess if you're ordering online, that's a little bit harder to do, but a lot of the cheaper boar brushes will shed, unfortunately. And Pride, I guess, is the last one. And I'm obviously very proud of my business. So I am, for those of you who don't know, I am Amanda of Tiki Bar Soap. I have owned Tiki Bar Soap for about 3 or 4 years now. I started in 2011 and it's now 2015, so I've been running my business full-time for about a year now, and I'm really proud of the fact that I'm able to do this, and this is my full-time job. And I'm also really proud of all the other artisans who are working really hard to bring you guys great products, like some of the ones that I've showcased here today. So I guess, yeah, that's it. I'm proud of the fact that, you know, you guys like my products, I guess, and that, you know, there are a lot of other nice artisans out there making really good products as well, and I love using them just like everyone else does. So I guess that's it. I guess I can show you this before I go. I'm also proud of it, which is not quite as like stellar as owning a business, but it's still pretty cool. I went to Ross the other day, and this is a lipstick holder. It was like $3 or $4 on clearance. You can see it has these little sections, and it works great to hold razors. Like, I was so proud of myself that I figured this out. I know it's not like rocket science or anything, but it's just a simple, cheap lipstick holder, and it holds all of my razors in, and I can put it at the side of the sink. It's so convenient, and now they don't fall over all over the place, and it even has like a little section in the middle where you could stuff blades into. So I'm proud of the fact that I have been able to find things like that and repurpose them, I suppose. So I guess